Hi, this is Tony Woodall, your host for Goal Getting Podcast, and welcome to the Goal Getting Podcast Quote of the Day. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite comedians and hosts on TV. I don't get to watch TV much and don't stay up this late to watch Jimmy Fallon, but he is a funny guy, and I do love watching his show. He's now the host of The Tonight Show, and I loved him on Saturday Night Live, and the funny thing is, when I was reading this quote, it talks about that. He said, "I wanted to be the next Dana Carvey. This was my ultimate goal. If I ever cut into a birthday cake and made a wish, I would wish to be on Saturday Night Live. If I threw a coin into a fountain, I would wish to be on Saturday Night Live. And if I saw a shooting star, I would wish to be on Saturday Night Live." Now, I don't think Jimmy Fallon just wished for that. He probably took action and set about going to do what he needed to do to achieve that ultimate goal of being the next Dana Carvey and being on Saturday Night Live. I don't think he just sat around wishing for it to happen. I think what he meant was, and how he was putting this, is it just shows that that's his consuming thought, was this one goal that he had. The ultimate goal was to be on Saturday Night Live. Jimmy Fallon achieved that goal. He was on Saturday Night Live. He was one of the funniest people on there, and that has gotten him now the host of The Tonight Show. And that's one of my favorite shows that I used to love watching growing up as a kid, sitting with my grandmother and grandfather watching Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show. And I loved, Jay Leno was funny as can be on The Tonight Show when he took over for Johnny Carson. He did it very well, took it for years, and now Jimmy Fallon has it. And I think Jimmy Fallon is so funny. I love his stuff on the internet. Everything else he does, he's just hilarious. So, Jimmy, congratulations on achieving your goal of making it to Saturday Night Live and beyond. So if you guys, next time you see Jimmy watching Saturday Night Live or as a guest host, or if you watch him on The Tonight Show, think about this as you start thinking about your goals. He wanted to be the next Dana Carvey. He thought every day, every chance he got to thinking about how he wished he could be on Saturday Night Live. And again, I don't think it was just a wish. I think more than anything, it was he wanted that as his ultimate goal, and he did what he had to do to get there. He made the action steps that he needed, and he followed through on it, and he achieved that goal. Could be wrong, but I just don't think it was a wish. And it probably wasn't, though he did throw coins in a fountain and wished on a shooting star and wished on a birthday cake. So, it wasn't a wish. It was a goal, and I'm sure he's more than willing to tell us the truth if he ever gets a chance to come on the Goal Getting Podcast. I might try to ask him more about that, see if I can get him on Goal Getting Podcast to chat with us. Anyhow, when you do your goals, when you set your goals, set an action plan, think about it, focus on that. It's so hard that, every time you do something like wishing on a birthday cake, wishing on a shooting star, or throwing a coin on a fountain, you think about your goals and achieving those goals, and not so much that you wanted to be there, but that you were there. So, Goal Getting Podcast, quote of the day from Jimmy Fallon. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you here tomorrow.